welcome back everybody to Larry's Fountain Pens, and I'm Larry, yes, the pen bug guy. I'm back at it again. I'm going to be doing a review from a pen from China, and the seller's name is Lamy123. That's on eBay. And the pen that I'll be reviewing will be this fountain pen right here, and it's listed as a one-piece, small, fresh, lightweight, and popular multicolor fountain pen. And as you see the fountain pen, what does that remind you of? Exactly. First thing that came to mind was the Lamy fountain pen, or Lamy Safari. Lamy All-Star, Lamy Safari. I mean, it just looks just about identical. It's got everything that just sings Lamy. And it is a nice looking fountain pen. I'll give it that. It's a purple one. The cap's purple. And they come in 4 different colors. The purple, a teal, a pink, a green, and they have just a clear demonstrator model as well. So there's a few colors to choose by. The brand they have listed is unbranded generic, and the model is small fresh. That must be some kind of a meaning for the Chinese folks, I'm guessing. The converter, I'll go ahead and go into that right now, is your basic converter. It also uses international standard cartridges for those who are interested in just using cartridges. The pen is named, Mr. Announcer,
Lanbitou.
That's it. Right there, it says Lanbitou. That's the name of the pen. So, I'll go over the pen, and then I'll give you some dimensions, and I'll do a writing sample, and that's all there is to it. Very simple fountain pen. It feels nice in the hand. It looks nice. And the clip, it's real sturdy, and it'll go right in your pocket securely and come right back out. So it's I wouldn't say it's super tight, but it's tight, but it's still enough space in between the clip and cap, so it would fit in your pocket, and it would be secure. On the very top of the cap, as you can see, the clip is right in there. You can see where it kind of hooks on. Almost, well, it's close to the finial on top. And as you look on the finial, what does that remind you of? Right. Let me take out a pen real quick. Here is the pen in question. There's your Lamy Safari. Now let's look at the top right about now. They look almost identical, do they not? That's a pretty good copy. And the Chinese are known to make some pretty nice copies of other fountain pens. So we'll just set that down. And then we just go down the barrel. And of course it has the name in there. And the barrel is just like the Lamy Safari is. So if you have a Lamy, you're looking at it. Same thing. And it has the ink windows right here, as the Lamy Safari does as well. And let me just take out the inners from the Safari. As you can see, the window of the Safari right there. Can that light go through it? Okay. Now let's do it with the name of this pen again.
Lanbitou.
With the Lanbitou. All right. And we'll do the same thing. Can you see it? Right through the window. Exact same thing. So it just screams to me all day long, Lamy. Now the Lamy Safari runs about what, 27 bucks, somewhere in there. Really good pen, the Lamy Safari. This pen runs you a whole $1.38 free shipping. Not bad for the price, is it? So let's go ahead to the pull-off cap. It's got a little snap to it, if you can hear that. Got a little snap, click, and it's on. And in the inside of the cap, let me just check it out. There's really nothing going on in there. It's got a liner in there, and that's for, yes, posting. And it posts really nice. It fits well. And it's totally secure. It's not going to go out anywhere, fly off the handle or nothing like that. So, that's a good thing. So, then we go down, we see the ink windows. You come on down to the grip. And you got a pretty large grip section here. So, I have small fingers. This can handle small, medium, large, extra large, chunky. Because you got a pretty decent size grip. And then we go down to the nib, the heart of the fountain pen. And no markings. The only markings it has on here is like a triangle with 3 lines. And I'll draw a little picture after a while. And the nib, nothing other than just a simple nib feed. And it's a fine. Comes with a converter. So, you know, I give that to the pen that, you know, you get a converter. You get your pen for $1.38 free shipping. So that's a pretty good bargain. The question is, does the pen write? Well, I'll get to that shortly. Real quick on the dimensions. The length of the cap, the length of the pen cap, just like you see it right here, is 5.47 inches. Again, 5.47 inches. Posted, about 6.17 inches. The cap is 2.55 inches. And the barrel, just the barrel, is going to be 0.48 inches. The widest point of the cap is 0.54 inches. The widest point of the grip is 0.43 inches right up here on top. As you get on down closer to the nib, it starts to narrow out, and it's 0.38 inches. So those are dimensions on the pen. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and do the weight real quick, and let's see what this pen weighs. And then we're going to go into comparing this Lamy Safari here in a second. Bear with me. So this one is 15.8 Gs. That's 15.8 grams. And the Lamy Safari is 16.9 grams. Almost the same. And just for the heck of it, I will measure the Safari capped and it's 5.49 inches. 5.49 inches, 5.47 inches. They're just about identical, as you can see. Truly amazing. And I have a few other pins to share that with you. Here is the Lamy All-Star, and those are the only ones I brought out for today, because I just wanted to do the Lamy thing with this pen, because it just screams Lamy all day long, does it not? Now, the really important thing for me, as with any fountain pen, I don't care about how much a pen costs. Just because a pen costs $1,000, that doesn't mean the pen's going to be all that great. You don't know till you actually get your hands on it and start writing with it. Is that pen going to perform right out of the box for that kind of money? So let's go ahead and do some writing. This is a extra fine, and it did say fine. We're going to do a little different. You can get some upside down writing for those who are into that kind of writing, and that would be an extra fine. Now we'll do it the regular way for the fine. And for what it's worth, the pen actually wrote really nice. It wrote right out of the box with no problems. I didn't have any leaks. I didn't have any skips. It just wrote just like it's supposed to do. It did its job, and it's a pretty decent fountain pen. For the price, you can't beat it. No, it's not no Lamy, but you know, if you're a newbie coming into the fountain pen world and you want to check out what a fine nib is like, well, you can get this Chinese pen for $1.38. It's not a Japanese or Italian or an American, but it'll give you a working idea of a fine nib. Let's do a few little S's. Now let's do the wetness. Remember, fine nib, so you're not going to get a whole lot of wetness out of there. And we'll do one more thing, the fast writing. And there you have it. The ink I'm using today is right here. It's called the Faber-Castell Violet Blue. And then here is another ink, the Pauper Plume. Is that how you say that?
Papier plume.
Papier Plume. Okay, the violet. And again, the samples were provided from a pen pal friend of mine from Germany, Andre Janke. And thank you again, Andre, for sending me those samples of ink, and it's a nice, gentle, relaxing kind of ink to me. So let's go back to the pen again. The grip is a clear, and you can see the ink as it fills up the feed. And now I'm going to draw that diagram that's on the nib. And that's how it's shaped. Just like that on the nib. I don't know what that stands for, but that's what they have on here. And there's really not a whole lot more to add to this. You can see on the bottom of the feed, bottom of the grip, excuse me, there's the feed still. And that just looks interesting to me. The ink hasn't really absorbed in there yet. So, what do you think about the pen? Interesting? Let me know what your comments are about this pen. Yes, it does look just like Lamy Safari copy. Even the finials match up on top. The windows match up. They're not maybe exactly to the T, but they're pretty darn close. You know, they have their name right there, and that's the only spot where they have the name. Lamy has her name right there. That's the only spot Lamy has it. So, there you have it. A Lamy copy. And I guess that's going to wrap up this video. And Mr. Announcer, one more time, can you pronounce this pen?
Lanbitou.
And remember, it's on eBay. If you want to look it up, just look for that name of the seller that I described in the video. And I would say it is a true fine nib. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I had a lot of fun doing it today because I thought this was really a cool copy of a Lamy. Hit thumbs up if you found the video interesting. Thumbs up, 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 up. And now it's time to say goodbye to all my company. So, God bless each and every one of you guys out there in the fountain pen world. Spread the news about the fountain pens. Let's keep the fountain pens alive. It's up to all of us to keep that momentum going. You may have heard that the fountain pens are not in danger, but you never know what tomorrow or next week may bring. That's why I always talk about fountain pens. I'll mention it in passing to a complete stranger. So, enough of me. Now, peace. Don't text and drive. I'll check you guys out later. Take care.